Hello everyone. Today I am going to start 10th Biology Chapter 6 Life Processes. First, learning objectives of the chapter. In this chapter, you will be able to know about life processes, about modes of nutrition, how photosynthesis occurs in plants, and how nutrition occurs in amoeba. First of all, I'm starting with life processes. What are life processes? All the basic functions which together keep the living organism alive to maintain their life on this earth are called life processes. The basic life processes are nutrition, respiration, transportation, and excretion. First, nutrition. The process of intake and utilization of the food is called nutrition. Respiration. Energy contained in food is transferred to the organism by the process of respiration. Transportation. The process of carrying food and oxygen from one place to another in the body is called transportation. And the last one is excretion. The biochemical reaction uses the carbon source and the oxygen that finally produces byproducts. Thus, the process of removal of byproducts as they are harmful and toxic from the body and discard outside is called excretion. First, I am starting with nutrition. Nutrition is the basic life process. The term nutrition is derived from nutrient, the process of consuming food and its utilization to provide energy for performing various metabolic activities of the organism is called nutrition. In other words, the vital process of ingestion of food and its digestion, absorption, assimilation, and finally egestion of undigested food by an organism is called nutrition. The term nutrition, as I told you, derived from nutrient. So what is nutrient? The nutrient is any substance obtained by organism from its surrounding and uses it as a source of energy for the survival and maintenance of life is called nutrient. 6 basic nutrients are carbohydrates, fats, minerals, proteins, vitamin, and water. Now we will see modes of nutrition. The requirement of energy and material is common in all organisms, but it is fulfilled in different ways. Methods of obtaining food by the organism is called the various modes of nutrition. It depends on the nature of organism, nature of obtaining nutrients, and different environmental conditions. So basic mode of nutrition are autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. First, I am going to explain autotrophic mode of nutrition. Auto means self and troph means nutrition. Thus, the autotrophic mode of nutrition is the mode of nutrition in which an organism synthesizes its own food by the utilization of only the inorganic nutrients present in the surrounding. It is found in green plants and in many of the autotrophic bacteria. First, I am going to describe autotrophic mode of nutrition in plants. It is occur by the process of photosynthesis, the vital metabolic process in which radiant energy means sunlight, in which radiant energy converts into the chemical energy in the presence of water and carbon dioxide in green plants as they contain chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. So photosynthesis occurs in many of the steps. The important steps which are found in the photosynthesis is shown in this slide. You can see the reaction of photosynthesis also. So the main steps are absorption of light energy by chlorophyll, then conversion of light energy to chemical energy and splitting of this water molecule into the hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. Now, next is reduction of carbon dioxide reduction of this carbon dioxide into the carbohydrate. Thus, photosynthesis takes place in these steps. These steps need not take place one after other immediately. For example, desert plants take up carbon dioxide at night and prepare an intermediate which is acted upon by the chlorophyll during the day. Some desert plants examples are like orchid, cactus. So, for the process of photosynthesis, now you know that the main raw materials are carbon dioxide, water, and chlorophyll, which is found in the chloroplast, especially in the leaves, and sunlight. So sunlight and chlorophyll, plants are getting sunlight, they are getting from the sun, and chlorophyll is found in their leaf itself. So how they get carbon dioxide and water? Water they get by the capillary action from the root, and carbon dioxide they get from the gaseous exchange with the help of stomata. So what are stomata? A number of tiny pores present on the surface of the leaf are called stomata. Structurally, stomata is made up of two guard cells. You can see these guard cells, two guard cells you can see. So in dicots, the guard cells are kidney or bean shaped, while in monocots, the guard cells are dumbbell shaped. So stomata is a major function of the stomata we'll discuss further. First, we will see how stomata closes and open. So the opening and closing of stomatal pore is a function of the guard cell. The guard cell swells when water flows into them and causing the stomatal pore opening. Okay, you can see in this slide. Whereas stomata shrink down when water leaves from the guard cell. So the stomatal pore closes if the guard cell shrink down like this. Okay. Now, what are the functions of stomata? The major function of the stomata are transpiration and gaseous exchange. Transpiration is removal of excess amount of water from the plants. Thus, autotrophic mode of nutrition takes place in plants. Now, the another mode of nutrition is heterotrophic. Hetero means other, and trophs, you know very well, means nutrition. So the mode of nutrition in which the organism derive energy from the intake and digestion of the organic substances prepared by autotrophs and other organic sources is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Means the organisms are dependent on someone else for getting their nutrition. Example, all animals, bacteria, fungi, etc. Now the types of heterotrophic nutrition. Basically, it is of three types: holozoic mode of nutrition, saprophytic, and parasitic nutrition. First, I am going to discuss holozoic mode of nutrition. The nutrition in which the food is ingested by organism and further the food undergoes for digestion, absorption, and assimilation, and finally egestion of the undigested food material is called holozoic mode of nutrition. It is found in human beings and in various animals like cat, dog, cow, etc. Now the next one is saprophytic mode of nutrition. It is the nutrition where an organism obtains its food from decaying organic matter of dead organism. Example, bread mold, mushroom, yeast. The last one is parasitic mode of nutrition. The nutrition where an organism derives its food from the body of another organism that should be living is called parasitic nutrition. And that living organism is called host on which the another organism is dependent. So some of the example of parasitic plants are Cuscuta, Balanophora, and the animals are lices, leeches, tapeworm, roundworm, etc. Now, how heterotrophic mode of nutrition takes place in different animals. In your syllabus, amoeba, paramecium, and human beings are there. So first I am going to discuss heterotrophic mode of nutrition in amoeba. In single-celled organism, the food may be taken in by the entire surface. For example, amoeba takes its food using temporary finger-like projections called pseudopodia. These extensions are called pseudopodia, which fuse over the food particle, forming a food vacuole. It fuses over like this and form a food vacuole. Inside the food vacuole, complex substances are broken down into simpler ones, which then diffuse into the cytoplasm for assimilation. The remaining undigested material is moved to the surface of the cell and thrown out by the process of egestion. Thus, nutrition takes place in the amoeba. Now, the next is Paramecium. Paramecium is also known as sleeper animal, as its shape is just like sleeper. I forgot to tell you that in amoeba the mode of nutrition is holozoic also. Now Paramecium. In Paramecium, the food is taken at a specific spot called cytosome, that is also known as cell mouth, okay, and the food is moved to cytosome by the movement of cilia. These hair-like structures are found over the body. This is called cilia that covers the entire surface of the cell. The undigested food is egested through a temporary opening called cell anus. Thus, nutrition takes place in Paramecium. Now, a quick recap of the lecture. The questionnaire is here. First question, define photosynthesis. So, photosynthesis is the phenomenon in which green plants take carbon dioxide and water from the environment, and in the presence of sunlight, they convert the solar energy into the chemical energy. Now, the second is differentiate autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs are those organisms which can prepare their own food, and heterotrophs are those which cannot prepare their own food. They are dependent on autotrophs. The organism which perform autotrophic mode of nutrition are called autotrophs, and the organism which perform heterotrophic mode of nutrition are called heterotrophs. Now, name one organism each having saprophytic and parasitic nutrition. So, saprophytic nutrition is found in fungi, and parasitic nutrition is found in tapeworm, roundworm, leeches, many are there. What do you mean by life processes? Life processes are those essential processes, those processes which are essential for maintaining our life. Now, how nutrition occurs in amoeba? The mode of nutrition in amoeba is holozoic. Finger-like extensions, pseudopodia, are found in amoeba. They fuse over the food substance and take it in, then form a food vacuole in which some of the digestive enzymes are found which help in the digestion of the food. Then the food get assimilate. Thus, nutrition takes place in amoeba. You are also supposed to draw a diagram with this question. This question has been asked many times in the boards. Thank you for this lecture.